Alright, literary element that we're going to be going through is plot, which is the pattern of events in a story. Has a beginning, middle, and end, and you guys all remember the story diagram, the roller coaster we talked about before. So, going with conflict. Alright, what is the conflict as it relates to the novel that we're doing right now, as it revolves around Number the Stars? Layla, what's conflict?
Conflict is,
Louder, please.
the conflict is that her friend is Jewish and the Nazis, which are German, are trying to kill all the Jewish.
All the Jewish people, right. So the conflict in Number the Stars is the fact that Anne-Marie's best friend Ellen is a Jew. And because the country of Denmark is occupied by the Nazis, they're trying to rid the entire country of all the Jews. That is the exact conflict. Who can give me an example, a rising action example, that goes along with the conflict that makes them tied together? Alright, Jenny, give me one.
One rising action would be when Annie Marie found out that her friends that worked at the button shop was closed because they were Jewish.
Right, the button shop in town, Mrs. Hirsch's button shop got closed down because Mrs. Hirsch was a what, Jaden? What was Mrs. Hirsch?
Jewish.
She was Jewish, very good. And one of the rules that the Nazis put in place was that Jewish people could not do what? They couldn't do what?
Money.
They couldn't make any money. Exactly. So one example of them imposing themselves was closing down her shop. Who has another example, another rising action element that goes along with the conflict? Hill,
Another rising action.
louder please.
Another rising action is when the soldiers passed by the Johansson's apartment.
Okay.
And they were trying to see if Ellen and her parents were at the house, but Papa saved them by taking some pictures.
Alright, pause. Right. When the soldiers showed up in the middle of the night, checking the apartments for Jews. Alright, why are they checking the apartments for Jews? Because that goes along with the rising action as well. Khalid.
They were checking apartments for Jews so they can kill them and get them.
I don't know if they were trying to kill them per se, not yet, but what were they trying to do, Billy?
They were trying to find them because they thought that they were in Anne-Marie's house because their friend was Ellen.
Right, because the Rosens were friends with the Johanssons, so they checked their apartment. The Nazis were doing what with all the Jews at that time? They were doing what, Janelle? What were they doing? They were gathering them up, alright? And then like we did in our side lesson, when I showed you the map, where were they taking them? Where were they going to take all the Jews? Who remembers? Monica, where were they going to take them all?
Copenhagen.
No, they were in Copenhagen. No. Where are they trying to take all the Jews? This is on the side lesson, aside from the book. Ramos.
Concentration camp.
Concentration camps. Very, very good. Now, another rising action element that goes along with the conflict of the Nazis trying to rid Denmark of all the Jewish people. What else happened? What else happened? Nothing else happened? Nothing? Jaden. Louder.
Wait, what you said?
I need another rising action element that shows that the Nazis were trying to get rid of all the Jewish people. What else would it? We have that the button shop was closed so the Jewish people couldn't make any money. We got the fact that the soldiers showed up at the apartment in the middle of the night because they were trying to gather up all the Jewish people. Alright.
They tried to, when Ellen's mother and dad, when Peter came up and
Before that, what happened? Before that, there's something that happened. You're right, but hold on to that. There was something else that happened before that. Before that. Because the soldiers came in the middle of the night, Papa saved the day. The next day, something occurred, which is another important element. Khalid.
it was when they was going to the country, and then when they went to the country, the girls was outside, and then Mama said, get inside because you can't trust somebody in here because soldiers probably can be anywhere. They trying to get Jews.
The soldiers can be anywhere. Alright, because, right, Mama told them to be careful, be aware of what's going on. Alright, and then one last part, one last thing, Jenna Liz.
Is it the part when Ellen and Emily got caught by the soldiers since they were running?
Well, that was in the beginning of the story, but that would be a rising action element. But let's go back to the country. When they went to the country, there's something else that happened. Jay.
Was it when they were going to the country that, when they were in the train,
the officer stopped them.
Mm-hmm. And what happened? Tell me what happened.
That
Because once again,
yeah, that the officer asked, the soldier asked Anna Marie's mom where were they going, and then they said they were going to her brother's house, and then
there was something.
the little kid.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? How did the officer try to trick them? Montanez.
They tried to trick them because they were saying where they going for the New Year's.
What New Year are we talking about?
The Jews.
The Jewish New Year. Very, very good. All right. So these are all ways that the Nazi soldiers were trying to stop ordinary citizens, all right, from trying to escape with Jewish people or trying to help out the Jewish people. We understand that?
Yes.
Yes? Wonderful.